Let's peel back the layers of illusion they built around you, shall we? They thought they knew you, thought they had you figured out. A pawn, they believed, in a game they thought they controlled. But what they failed to see was the storm brewing silently within you, a storm they never prepared for. You were never weak. No, you were patient. You were observing, calculating, waiting, not for their approval, but for the perfect moment to rewrite the narrative they had so carelessly crafted. They pushed, they pulled, and they laughed, thinking you'd always stay, thinking your love, your loyalty, your essence was theirs to command. But love is not submission. Love is not a leash they can tighten at will. Love is strength, raw, unrelenting strength. And it takes the purest form of love to know when to let go, when to walk away from a game that was never worth playing. Oh, how they underestimated you. They mistook your silence for weakness, your kindness for naivety. Fools. They couldn't see the quiet fire in your eyes, the embers glowing brighter with every slight, every betrayal, every empty promise. They thought they were the puppeteer, pulling the strings. But you were the one holding the scissors, ready to cut those strings when the time was right. And when you left, it wasn't just a departure, it was an earthquake, a reckoning. You didn't just walk away. You dismantled the very foundation they stood on, exposing the cracks they so desperately tried to hide. Now, they're left scrambling, gasping for control, trying to piece together a narrative that no longer exists. They'll paint themselves as the victim, spin tales of betrayal, and cry their crocodile tears. But deep down, in the silence of their own thoughts, they know the truth. And the truth? The truth is that your absence is louder than any words ever spoken. It's not just the void you left behind, it's the weight of what you took with you, the power, the balance, the light. Your absence isn't just a void, it's a mirror, a relentless reflection of everything they lost. You see, they thought you were replaceable, disposable even. They thought their half-hearted apologies and hollow promises were enough to keep you tethered. But they underestimated the value of what you brought into their lives. Because what you gave, it wasn't ordinary. It wasn't transactional. It was real, raw, and unreplicable. Your love, your strength, your unwavering support, it came from a place of genuine care, a place they'll never find again. And now they sit alone, haunted by every insult they hurled, every manipulation they wove, every moment they took you for granted. They replay those moments over and over, trying to justify their actions, trying to rewrite the script. But the truth doesn't bend to their will. It stares them in the face, relentless and unyielding. They'll distract themselves, of course. They'll dive into work, seek out fleeting connections, anything to dull the ache of your absence. But distractions are temporary. And late at night, when the world is silent and there's no one to lie to, not even themselves, that's when it hits them. That's when they'll realize you weren't just one in a million. You were once in a lifetime. And that's the bitter irony, isn't it? They thought they held all the cards. They thought they could push you to the edge and pull you back whenever it suited them. But the real ace was always in your hand. And when you played it, you didn't just end the game. You won it. Your story didn't end when you walked away. No, that was just the beginning. Because while they're stuck in their cycle of regret, you're rising. You're thriving. You're becoming the hero of a story they thought they were writing. They'll watch you from afar, their hearts heavy with envy and despair. They'll see you glowing, unstoppable, living a life they can't even begin to imagine. and every victory of yours will be a reminder of what they lost. You see, people like them don't just regret the absence of someone like you. They regret the realization that they were never deserving of you in the first place. And that knowledge, that's their punishment, a wound that time can never heal. But let's not waste too much time on their regret, shall we? After all, this isn't about them. It's about you. You didn't need their apologies or their closure to move on. You didn't need their validation to rebuild. Your strength came from within, from the fire that burned through every chain they tried to bind you with. And now, you're untouchable. Because here's the truth they'll never admit. Your departure wasn't their loss alone. It was your liberation. It was the moment you reclaimed your power, the moment you reminded yourself of your worth. So, let them stew in their regret. Let them live in their delusions. It's not your burden to carry. Your job is to keep rising, to keep building, to keep thriving. Because at the end of the day, you didn't just survive their chaos. You turned it into your catalyst.